Quality Metalcraft is a company that's been in the automotive industry for 40 years.
Over the years, Quality Metalcraft has had a great relationship with the Foose Design and Chip Foose. And Chip got heavily involved in the theming and the design of the Motor City Casino here in Detroit.
Now, a lot of the design themes in this architectural building are automotive, and the technology developed to create this feat is the knowledge that Quality Metalcraft had. Using CATIA in the computer, we are now able to bring some of these design themes into the architectural world.
The guys that we would normally use to design structure for vehicles are now designing structure for architectural fabrications.
This is one particular module of the 40 some odd modules that we had to create in order to build this when we got into this project, and we started breaking it down. We were able to treat it a lot like we treat an automotive part.
You got math data, you develop the math data around a process, you send that process to the shop floor, and things get manufactured.
Now, I believe this is 1,000 tons of material that's going to be lifted up, and this piece right here is the roof line for the hotel.
Seeing the Motor City Casino come together and the elaborate sculptural stainless steel that wraps around the building, it makes me believe, and our team believe at Quality Metalcraft, that we can really engineer, tool, and fabricate any architectural detail.
Well, the great thing about Quality Metalcraft is they had the technology and the know-how to make this work. I know in the original engineering meetings that we had, I was told that this couldn't be done. So I made a phone call to Michael Giacuti and Tom Sundberg and said, hey, there's a project going on in Detroit. I think we could use your help. Why don't you come down and see if this is something you'd be interested in doing, as well as if it's even possible. In a matter of, I think it was about 2 weeks, they said, yeah, we can do it, and we'd love to do it.
The 3D world of architecture hasn't been accomplished through the use of CATIA, which is an automotive design software. We have taken the CATIA modeling from the Chip Foose group and converted it into construction world to take 2D and to convert it into 3D.
Doing a project like the Motor City Casino for Quality Metalcraft is no different than doing a project for General Motors if it's a concept car or a prototype development vehicle.
We're on top of the hotel right now, and the parapets that we looked at over at the assembly plant for Quality Metalcraft, those actually assemble and bolt onto the upper part of these I-beams up here. It's pretty phenomenal, and it's bringing that automotive technology and bring it into the architectural world, allowing it to actually happen.
Watching these 30-foot sculptures be, erected up on the building, the emotions really start to come on. Now you see from sitting in front of a CAD tube, engineering for months and months and months, and then out in the plant, welding and cutting and grinding and fabricating, and then, to see these huge sculptures be fastened to the building is just, it's overwhelming.
One of the tasks that we were asked to be involved with was to try and figure out how to eliminate a limestone cost that the original architect had proposed. We were able to take the thought process of construction and use new technology to create the look of limestone out of a fabricated weldment coated in a special product called Stuccoflex that we troweled to look like the color of limestone and not go through the expense or the structural worries that everybody had of holding the limestone 200 feet in the air.
People at the Motor City wanted to stand out. So one of the big issues they had was the gaming cameras, security, sound, and lighting. They wanted something totally custom and totally unique. So working with the Motor City people, trying to say, let's go above and beyond what the systems are out there today. Let's create something that's very decorative, very flexible, and it gives you maximum flexibility in security, the cameras, the sound, and lighting. But it's also attractive to look at. And that's what we did. We've created this very unique system, and we've got it installed on every gaming table in the casino.
I'd like to welcome all of you and thank the Motor City Casino leadership for the opportunity to be a part of this great stepping stone. The opening of the Motor City Casino Hotel today put Detroit back in the national spotlight. It's now my pleasure to introduce possibly the luckiest man in town, the CEO of the Motor City Casino, Greg Solomon.
We believe the product we've delivered here is uniquely Detroit in style, architecture, and most importantly in attitude. I guess I have an unfair advantage because fortunately QMC also provided us the CATIA stuff to view the models. But I have to tell you, seeing it laid out in a big warehouse and the mock-ups that they did really gave you the sense of scale that this project was all about. We really knew what this thing was going to look like before it got manufactured.
I think this element, this feature of the building, it's the cap on a beautiful masterpiece, if you will. It stands out, and we're thankful to all the folks at Quality Metalcraft for all their fine work.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick.
This is a dynamic day in the city of Detroit. So I'm so happy today to be here at the opening of Motor City Casino. I've been looking at this place a long time.
We're proud to be officially open for business.
To all of those who make this possible today, and for all the new openings in this city's bright future to come. Cheers.
Well, first of all, in Detroit, we love making history. People come in, they won't even know that we're breaking records with the steel because it's so beautiful, it's remarkable to look at, pleasing to the eye. We're ready to reintroduce the city to the world, and it's something that I think will bring people in all over the world. So if they play a slot, they can also enjoy the incredible architecture.
We love to see it in its infancy and work through all the manufacturing issues and all the design issues and the process issues, and then boom, it's being erected on the building.
It's really cool to see the skyline of Detroit has changed with this Lazy S that I had created in sketch form, and now to see it in 3D with all the color on it, it's pretty wild.
That piece will be there for generations, and to be a part of it and be involved in it, he put Quality Metalcraft on the map as a major player in architectural fabrications, interior and exterior. Our goal is really to provide any industrial designer or architect around the world the ability to affordably come up with very, very unique fabrications and structures.
To bring that technology into the architectural world is quite exciting. I think this is going to be a door opener to many architects throughout the future, and I'm hoping that I actually get to play in that world as well.
When our team is standing outside of the Motor City Casino and looking at the fabrication that we worked so hard on to execute on time at the right budget, all we want to know is what's next.